What's that?
I didn't make you a coffee.
Why?
I forgot. Do you want me to go get you one?
Raylene, that's in your goddamn job description.
You have 3 mugs over there. Isn't there any in any of them? Even if it's old, you'll drink it. I know you will.
A little bit in this one here.
That silver one must have coffee in it.
Listen, I expect a hot cup of coffee every single morning when I come in here.
It
First
is a
thing.
privilege, not a right. Don't forget it.
Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We're not live yet or anything.
Yeah, you're lying.
From the ASB Financial Studios and Fly on the Wall Productions on Main Street in Barrie. No, we're not. We're not live yet.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody can hear us.
Yeah. Okay.
Nobody can see us. But
Sell it.
oh, look at this! Look at this hair I've got going on today. I mean, is this
Today. Lately.
It's been just freaking amazing, isn't it?
You need some gel or something. Or a trim.
No, I don't want to trim.
You need to, Cheryl, and get the
Why would
clippers
I need,
out and
Why would I need that?
groom you up again.
What?
She does a really good job, actually.
Sherilyn?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
She's very good at cutting your hair.
Yeah. You know, I do go through this stage, and I think a lot of guys do, where they try this and they try that and they try this and they try that.
Well, what I see right now is that you're just combing it all forward. So I'm wondering what you're trying to hide up there.
I'm not trying to hide anything.
Yeah, well, okay. You will go with that, but I see that you have like this, you know, I don't know. It's even, you just have everything mopped forward. So are you trying to give the illusion of fullness?
You're just really starting out this morning, aren't you?
Thick in the middle.
You son of a bitch. Why would you? That's mean. My God. Please, people, friends, back me up here. Where the hell are you?
We said that we were going to need to have a little bit of giggle in today because we were full, you know, we were worried that it would be just full of shit.
Yeah.
And
we are shits and
so
giggles.
And you always bring the giggle, babe.
Oh! Can I bring a giggle right now?
Yes, please do.
You ready?
Yes.
Are you
and we have the bell and everything prepared.
I got the bell right here in front of me.
Oh, wow.
You ready?
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, the Barrie Planning Commission. Yeah! 5:30 tonight. Get your tickets.
Oh, my God. What the hell?
Yeah, they're having their planning commission tonight at 5:30.
Okay.
Yeah. When we, which is always so interesting to hear.
Mm-hmm.
The bickering about this and that, and what are we going to do about this and that, and it's amazing.
There are very important parts
I'm not saying there's not.
of that commission.
Of course there are.
Yeah. But it always brings out some pissiness
Thank you.
amongst the group
Mhm.
and the community.
Sure.
I mean, none of us can agree on everything.
We can't?
No. And some of us find absolute absurdity where others don't.
Thank you. That's my point.
Yeah.
We have a big announcement to make here. A couple of big announcements. But first off, Roger Hill, Vermont weatherman, meteorologist, weather geek, is saying mostly cloudy this morning. We have a few sprinkles or two, maybe some hints of sunshine this afternoon. But it is going to be breezy. Highs around 75. Winds 20 to 30 miles per hour, stronger near Lake Champlain. So if you're going to be out in the boat today, keep that in mind.
Mm-hmm.
Tonight, fair skies, a few high clouds up there fluffing around. Down about 60. I'll be sitting out on the patio tonight under the stars in my underwear.
Later tonight.
Yep. Enjoying the stars. I love to do that. Get a couple of citronella candles going, sit out in the patio, underwear.
Because you have a busy night.
Yeah.
You have gymnastics, then you have a secret mission, right?
Yes, gymnastics. So we have to race from the bus stop, and we have to be at gymnastics 30 minutes later. And you've got to be punctual, Raylene. You can't be late for gymnastics. It's a 40-minute drive, and I got to do it in 30. So Lily gets off that school bus, and she knows, buckle up! And we get going. Zippity-doo-dah.
And hope that you don't hit any traffic or construction or any of that stuff.
And if we do,
or big goings on in the park in Barre.
Yeah,
City
that'll
Hall
be
Park.
Yes, exactly.
You better detour right around that.
By the way, they've got a new temporary traffic light on Route 302 now, over in Orange.
Where's that?
Right where I come through, which is going to just...
Right, where is that?
It is, let's see, maybe a half a mile west of the Route 25 split. They're doing something with the bridge there.
Oh.
So that is going to just piss me right off. Mm-hmm. Because I don't have time for that shit.
And those lights last a while. They're timed.
Horrible.
We want the road fixed,
Right.
but, you know.
Well, here we are. We just got rid of the temporary traffic light right over here by the dugout. Mm-hmm. And now we got another one.
Okay, so
one!
So I ask you, Mr. Green, who often pisses and moans about the holes and the bumps and the shit and the crappy conditions of Route 302, how are they going to fix it otherwise?
I don't know.
I'm just curious.
Started at 11 o'clock at night.
And so that people that are trying to sleep because they have to get up and go to work in the morning are, ranting and raving and pissed off because the noise and the lights and this, that, and the other are keeping them up all night?
Listen, my neighbor's dogs keep me up all night anyway, so you might as well throw in some lights and some jackhammers. The hell's the difference?
I'm just saying. They're damned if they do, damned if they don't. They got to do their job.
Good point. Yep, good point.
And safely.
I saw a Steve Rich this morning, by the way, coming into Barre.
Did he twist you up?
No, I threatened to kick his ass, so I said, are those traffic cones, the 4 traffic cones that you're holding, are they too much for you? 3:30 this afternoon, Barre City Park, Michael Deering is going to be dropping a big announcement.
Yeah, I've heard. That's the rumor.
Can we tease what it is?
Well, no.
Okay.
Oh, my gosh. I think we'd have to lock the door and shut the lights off and pretend we weren't in here because I think that people would come down here and beat us up.
All right. So we will not lead on.
Good gracious.
That he's running for governor. We
No.
just, all right. We won't do it.
No, we can't.
Or then we won't. We will not say that he might be running for governor. Won't do it. Good morning, Greg Forbes.
We can't tease what we don't know. We're being told by Michael Deering, which is very true.
Yep.
So.
Hey, we got Mike Utton tuned in this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Who
And
else?
Jim Reeser.
Seriously, is Reeser on?
He is.
Jim Reeser. Love that guy. Michael Booton, it's not a duck butt.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. That's what I say too, Michael.
It's a duck's ass.
Thank you. Oh, yeah, duck's ass. Yeah,
It's a
Michael
DA.
is being. It's a DA. Michael is being.
Oh, gee. I am a city councilor. I can't swear. I gotta be all fancy pantsy. Duck's ass. That's ASS, Michael.
Oh my God.
And then Friday, which is tomorrow, gray skies, maybe some scattered late day showers, isolated thunderstorms, Going to be muggy, 70s, near 80. Weekend at this point, shit! On Saturday. Showers likely. Afternoon thunderstorms, mainly in southern Vermont, 70s. So a wet Saturday, but in a big improvement on Sunday.
For the marathon.
Yeah. And that's in Montpelier.
Burlington.
Thank you.
Burlington.
That's what I meant. The Queen City. Yeah. So, sunny and 75 on Sunday. Memorial Day, Monday. Isolated showers, especially farther north you go. Farther north. Otherwise, clouds and sun for most of us. So a mix, and 55 for the low, 80 for the high.
And then
80.
warm all week. High 80s, low 90s.
That's what it's
humid.
That's what it's looking like.
Yeah.
Barrie Planning Commission tonight, 5:30. I'll remind you again in 5 minutes.
Okay. You go right ahead.
We have so much to talk about this morning. So much to get to. Where do we begin? The local options sales tax.
Okay. I know what you're going to say. So don't say it the way you said it to me.
What?
It didn't get approved last night. It got approved by the voters a while ago.
All right.
Town meeting.
Yep.
Governor Scott yesterday signed
Yeah,
the charter changes,
that's right.
which now, once council says yes, go ahead in the next meeting, will allow Carol to do what she needs to do
Keep going.
so that this tax can go in effect on October 1st.
So what we're saying here is that council has the green light to go forward and make a decision as
Correct.
they so choose.
Correct.
Okay. All right.
And if they follow the will of the voters, because the voters voted yes, then of course it will go through, and Carol will do all the work that she needs to do with the state tax department and so on, and then it will go into effect on October
Michael,
1st.
is all this true, Michael?
Oh, you have me on.
Yeah. Is all this true?
I was confused of what was happening here. Repeat what. Governor Scott signed it into law, and then it comes back to City Council for us to enact it.
Yes.
And the question that we're going to have to ask ourselves is: do we want to enact a tax while inflation is 8%, gas price is somewhere in the hovering of almost getting to $5 a gallon. Heating oil is going to be coming in because that's about the time it's going to start.
Yep.
Heating oil is going to be like through the roof. So then we're going to add on a 1%. And, it's 1%, I guess it, you could look at it as it doesn't make that much of a difference. But, I don't know. I was thinking about this. I was actually thinking about this when I heard that it was passed. I was thinking, golly, I really didn't have much interest in voting for it to begin with, which I didn't. And then now that we're talking about implementing it, and it's way worse than what it was when we voted on it, I'm really concerned now. So the question that I have to ask myself is the question that I asked Peter Anthony over and over again: respect the vote. But I also have to wonder, I don't know. This is going to be a really hard decision. I'll be straight up with you.
Yeah.
I mean, because if I don't enact it, then I'm not respecting the vote, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Damned
And
if you do,
if I
damned
do
if you
enact
don't.
it- Correct. Because I really hated I really hated putting it on the ballot. I voted no to put it on the ballot. I voted no in the between me and the voting booth. I voted no on it, and I have not trumpeted it whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
And yet now I'm going to have to enact it. But we also have 2 additional counselors that didn't support it going into the election, right?
Mm-hmm.
So will they? I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. It's gonna put me in a pickle. I'm not gonna lie. I may have to say I respect the vote, but I want to respect it next year after we find out just how bad
Things are going to be.
heating costs are going to be.
Sure.
I feel really uncomfortable on adding anything to what we currently have. We have to be really careful right now. When I'm talking about closing off a piece of my house so that I don't have to pay as much for heating, there's problems. I mean, that's a huge problem. We shouldn't have to worry about that as Americans. We shouldn't have to worry about that, but we do.
Good point. And Linda just wrote, how many of us shop in Wilston and pay the extra 1% and don't even think about it? Good for Barry.
Correct.
Good for Barry, she says.
Correct.
State needs to find a way to crack down on people who are crossing over into New Hampshire and paying no tax at all.
Well, they do, though. The state of Vermont does automatically, and that's the other thing. If you purchase something in New Hampshire, so if you purchase something in New Hampshire, you have to claim it on your Vermont taxes. There's actually a section that requires you to do that, and if you don't itemize it, you have to do what's called a safe harbor clause, where that's what I do every year. I mean, even I think.
Yeah, but I mean, I just wonder how many of us. Who the hell does that, though? Who does that?
I do. I do the safe harbor because I don't want to be audited.
The guy that doesn't say ass.
Yeah, the guy that won't say ass.
The guy that doesn't say duck's ass. He only say duck's butt.
Yeah, he says, well, he's got more class than I have, Raylene.
Well.
You know? But I mean, if you're going to buy a new lawn tractor and you're going to pay cash for it, and you run over to New Hampshire and you buy it and you load it up in your trailer and you come home, I mean, who's doing that? Michael?
Are you who's doing that?
Yeah.
Buying a lawnmower tractor? I don't know.
No,
I don't know.
I'm just saying there's a lot of people.
I haven't bought a lawnmower tractor, and I haven't been recently looking at lawnmower tractors in New Hampshire.
I'm just saying people will run over to New Hampshire and buy something with cash, and not claim it like you're talking about.
Would never think about going to New Hampshire and purchasing 4-wheeler. Never would think about that.
No.
Never.
I know.
Never.
But people still do that, though.
They do. And all you have to do is just file your taxes with the safe harbor clause. The state of Vermont wants to suck every penny out of you.
Yeah.
So just give them the penny, that they want, which is the safe harbor clause. This way you don't have to itemize, and you don't have to worry about, well, am I paying the right amount? And they'll probably never audit you anyway, unless you live on the border.
Right.
Or you're live on the air saying that you are thinking about buying a 4-wheeler from New Hampshire. But I do the safe harbor clause, so it doesn't matter.
See, he's putting words in my mouth. He's telling everyone that I'm going to New Hampshire to buy. I don't have any money to buy a 4-wheeler or a lawn tractor right now, buddy. Anything.
Yeah, he goes outside in his Speedo and Crocs with a machete. That's how he gets his lawn done.
I don't know if Booton can see us right now, but
let me just tell you.
Long live the Crocs, my friend. Long live the Crocs.
I'm wearing Crocs right now.
Of course you are.
I'm wearing Crocs right now. I will say this. I heard, I think I might get some of the little Croc Gibbets? Is that what they're called?
What are the croc gimmets?
Gibbets.
Gibbets.
I think
What
they're
is that?
gibbets. They're the little things you put in the holes in your Crocs
Oh,
to decorate them.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my
Yeah,
God, you two, for real.
Yes.
Come on now.
For real.
Lily,
Come
I'm
Lily's been
Yes.
talking about it. Lily's
I'm
been
locking
talking
you
about
both up in the basement.
Yes.
That's
no,
it.
no. Listen, you know what? I was talking to Nutters, and
Oh.
Nutters thinks I should get one.
The fact that you even talk to Nutters scares the shit out of me even more than these croc divots or whatever the hell they are.
I think they're called gibbets. They might be
Gibbets.
nibbits. I don't. Holy crap! If I'm saying something inappropriate, and I apologize if it's like some sort of term that is Urban Dictionary of terribleness.
Putin's always.
I don't know what they're
inappropriate.
called. I got to go online because I'm probably calling them something inappropriate.
Hey, listen,
Oh my
man.
God.
Hey,
My God.
Putin, big
They're called
announcement.
gibbets.
Hey, listen, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Big announcement. We're going to be broadcasting live for Top Gun Maverick right here at the Paramount in Barrie tonight. Opening night, 7:00.
Really?
Yeah, you going to come out?
Well, you'll be there
I'll be there.
before
I'll be
7
there.
o'clock, but
yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there at like 6:30, somewhere in there. But 7:00 is showtime, and we're giving away free popcorn, and it's going to be amazing, buddy. You going to come? Did we lose him? I think we lost him.
I don't think I've ever watched Top Gun.
Oh, he's never watched.
No,
Top
you didn't
Gun.
lose me. I'm still here. I don't think I've ever watched Top Gun.
So I'm gonna dress up like Tom Cruise, and I think
Wait a minute. Are you going to dress up like Tom Cruise in Risky Business? Because he was wearing... I can actually see you dressing up like Tom Cruise in Risky Business. I'm picturing this.
why
This
are
is
you
something that
encouraging him?
No, wait,
Why?
but am I right, Raylene? You could
Why?
see him doing that, correct?
Of course.
Dun, 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 dun. And he like slides out with his Crocs.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
I'm seeing it now.
Please.
you guys are really hurting my
Michael?
feelings this morning.
Hang up on him. Oh, my
Both of you
God.
making fun of me. I've been told that I look like Tom
thought-
Cruise.
Well, there might be some similarities. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there might be some similarities.
In
Raylene,
what
he's right.
world?
Raylene, are you serious? You don't think I look like
you
Tom
know-
Cruise?
You have some similarities with him. You guys are.
And
you
I
have
look
some
like Dolly
similarities.
Parton.
No.
Just saying.
Yeah,
No, I'm just saying.
Raylene
if
was
you
like,
were-
and I look like
Raylene.
Dolly Parton, and then she reaches up to scratch her
Yeah.
head.
So let me just tell you, Raylene,
know?
I want you to imagine Tom Cruise standing next to J.D. Green.
Oh, height-wise, you mean?
be. I wasn't talking about height.
Yes, you were.
I was just saying there might. Yeah, I was.
Just general good looks. Just general good looks. I don't think people would be able to tell the difference.
All right.
Really. I think people would get us mixed up.
Undoubtedly. Maybe you should bring your pen
Oh.
to sign autographs.
Sure.
Oh, shit.
Thanks, Michael. We love you, buddy.
Love you too.
Talk to you
I'll
later.
talk to you guys later.
And
Yeah.
and good luck. Good luck next week with the whole local options tax thingamajig. This is going to be interesting. I'm telling you, these city council meetings should be pay-per-view. They should. So we've had some pretty good laughs. Let's get to some shit this morning. We've had our giggles. Let's do some shit. Essex High School this morning is protesting gun safety laws. They've got the sidewalk chalk that's going. They've got signs everywhere, and the students apparently are protesting gun safety laws, which I told someone about this morning. I'm not going to mention who it was, and they pretty much lost their shit over that. That it's saying, and I asked them to come on the air with me, and they may, that it's not about that. It's about mental health in general. I'm not asking you. You don't have to give an opinion.
It's
on
both.
It. Well, it's a lot. It's a lot of things. It's a lot of things. What can you tell us about Montpelier High School? I know there was a memo that was written. You shared it
A week late. The incident happened a week ago on the 18th, I believe, and they just now made it public yesterday, and there were a lot of parents that found out about it from a Facebook post, and a couple of them our post. They didn't know about it prior to.
About what? What's the story?
The threat that was made to the school and
or alleged
threat, but there was actual, and there was a weapon seized.
Several.
Yep.
One of them was, I think it was a AR-20?
22.
AR-22. Yeah.
And, I mean.
So.
Right here. And before.
A student?
Yes.
Okay, Montpelier
and
High School.
Before anything happened in Texas.
Yeah. And the memo came out from the superintendent.
Yes. And
you posted it.
Yes.
Came out yesterday.
And then the Montpelier Police Department also released information. Will you turn that speaker off?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, the police chief, Brian Pete, is speaking out now.
But why not when it happened, and why weren't the parents informed, and is the question. And I don't blame them for being angry, very angry.
I understand the police need to strategically be somewhat quiet when they're trying to investigate and get information accurately before it gets leaked and stuff. But I'll tell you, if I was a parent and I was finding out about this a week later.
And I agree with that on a lot of levels. There are a lot of things that need investigation, and they have to look into them before they can just jump on it.
Yep.
So that they can make their case and make the case stick, hopefully.
Yep.
But when it's an imminent threat, I don't understand why you wouldn't hop on it and seize the guns and, take control immediately.
Yeah.
Before there is a problem.
I don't know. I don't know that any police department could deal with any kind of scenario and not receive criticism and kickback.
Right.
No matter what they do or how they react.
Just like the road crews. They're damned if they do and damned if they don't.
Exactly.
And so.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Are we more upset if the case falls apart because they didn't diligently do their job, and so that the state's attorney can make a case and prosecute? Or are we upset that they didn't step in or notify? Maybe they did step in immediately. They just didn't notify the public. We don't know everything yet.
That's right.
And maybe we won't.
I hope we do. I hope we find out everything on this. There should be ultimate transparency here with stories like this. A lot of tension, man. A lot of tension this morning. I mean, look what's going on. Champlain Valley Union High School. Heinsberg Police.
Locked right down.
They're on scene this morning, right now, over at Champlain Valley Union.
Yeah, school is in session, just lockdown mode,
yes.
Correct?
And from what I understand, yes, because of a threat that came in last night. or a possible threat. I shouldn't say a threat. I should say an alleged threat that was made. Not sure how it was made. They don't really go into any details on that. But Heinsberg Police.
And I was interested in the parents' response when the police went to the parents' home of this gentleman that made the threat or supposed threat. The parent says he doesn't even own a gun. Well, just because he doesn't own one doesn't mean he doesn't possess one.
Yep.
There's a lot that we don't always know about our kids.
Yep.
And so to just take that line and to not really ask a lot of questions yourself would be more questionable for me than even what the police have going on.
Right. Story of Matthew Halleck. There's some more traction in that story this morning. This is the guy that wrecked his car in Randolph a few days ago, right? Last week.
It was longer than that. Yeah, it was last week, the week before even. It was the night before we had the sheriffs in here.
All right.
So, yeah, last week.
So, wrecked his car, apparently flipped it, and had a 3-year-old in the car. Everyone was unbuckled.
And there was 4 people in the car, and they were all ejected from the vehicle, including the child, who was in a child seat but was not restrained. And I believe it was her mother that was in the back seat with her.
Yes, it was.
So there's, again, there's the guy was drunk and being an idiot, but you have mom in the back seat. And why wouldn't you buckle your kid? It's up to you to protect your kid.
Matthew Halleck is the name of this guy. This all went down.
And I think she was arrested also, not just Matthew, but I think she was for child neglect, as she should be. Letting her child in the car with a drunk driver, 1, and having her child in a car unrestrained, 2. Pull your head out
of your ass. Mom of the year, right there.
Yeah.
Just I don't understand it. I never will.
Me either.
And I have plenty of friends that say, buddy, don't even bother trying to understand something so asinine. Tommy Hamlin in the news again this morning. St. Albans guy that steals the car with the teenager inside. And we had a listener that wrote this morning, how come the word kidnapping isn't coming into play here? How is it, stole the car right out of the driveway, was it?
Yeah, and he's had, I think it's like 18 other incidences with the police over
years. It's many. He's got a rap sheet a mile long. Tommy Hamlin. This happened in St. Albans. Stole the car with the teenager inside. How did that end up? I'm
not sure.
They were trying to stop the car.
Yeah. Truthfully, I've been
numb
and so consumed by what's happening in Texas. This morning, I actually watched for a little while drinking my coffee and ended up in tears and in a really bad place and just had to shut the news off.
Yep. Understand.
That one dad that was giving the interview because his baby girl was gone, and the reporter that was trying to interview him that also has little kids that was falling apart. And
I can't
even begin to wrap my mind around any of it. And it makes me question myself big time. When my kids were little, their father and I, though we didn't agree on a lot of things, we agreed that guns weren't toys and that our kids wouldn't have them. And I have totally broken that rule myself here with the whole Nerf gun. And I'm retiring the Nerf gun. I can't do it. They 100% are not toys, and they shouldn't be pointed at anybody ever. And we joke, and I don't usually literally shoot you anyway. I shoot like at the wall or whatever, but it doesn't matter. The fact is it's not a toy, and I always had a great respect for that rule. My husband, ex-husband, was a firearms dealer. We had guns in the home, a lot of guns. I love to shoot. I love to skeet shoot, target shoot. He hunted, all of it. But my kids both know a gun inside and out, and they have a deep respect and appreciation for them. Can you, JD Green, take your gun apart and clean it and put it back together?
Yes.
Do you know how to run a trigger lock properly?
Yes.
On and off.
Mm-hmm.
But can everybody that owns a gun say that? Probably not.
Mm-hmm.
It just...
I hear you loud and clear.
Safety. You know, have you ever taken a hunter safety course in your whole life? A lot of people haven't, especially people that, and I mean, hunt, I agree, carry, you have home protection, do all of that. But there are some instances where people should not be allowed to possess a gun. They just shouldn't be able to.
Yeah, it's a privilege.
It is a privilege, and everybody says it's a right. It is a right, but it's a right. Everybody says it's a privilege. I agree that you can have them, but at the same time, it's like anything else in this world. Why allow somebody that is misusing it fuck up your right? Just take it away from them.
That's right.
Don't lose it yourself. Fight for the right things. I don't understand why we can't have universal background checks, and the government isn't going to come storming and banging on the doors of every house in the United States collecting your guns so they can melt them in Washington, D.C.
Yep.
Pull your head out of your fucking ass. Straight up, that's the way I feel about it. That's the stupidest statement I have ever heard in my life.
It'll never happen.
No. Get over yourself.
Yep.
Like, how stupid can you be? And people can get pissed off at me all they want. I believe in the right to carry. I believe in the privilege to carry.
Mm-hmm.
I myself can't carry. I'm a felon. I embezzled. I'm a felon. So I can't carry. I cannot own a gun. Did I do anything? Did I... my crime wasn't a crime that was violent, but I lost that privilege when I fucked up. Simple. And if you commit a violent crime, and I don't give a shit if your charges were reduced to a misdemeanor or not, it was still a violent crime, and you lost that privilege. You can lose your driving privilege for not paying child support, but you can beat the shit out of your wife and still have the right to own and possess a weapon. No. You can have mental health issues, have threatened to harm yourself and others, have maybe spent time in a hospital for mental health issues, and still possess a weapon. How does it make sense? Why would you want to do such a thing?
I've always said that it wouldn't bother me if I went in to buy a gun and I had to wait a week or two.
What does it matter? Why
Or
do you
two-
need it right now?
or 2 or 3. It just wouldn't bother me.
Is an AR-15 anything that you're really going to ever use? Is it a toy? Is it a show? If you need something for show, go buy one of the brand new fancy Corvettes or something. There. What do you really need it for? Maybe Perros could start carrying them for people to bring and shoot at their open range, but then you leave them there so you can have your fun for the day.
Yeah.
What do we really need them for?
I know people that have them and
So do I.
don't really need them,
It's status.
but want them.
It's status. I have one. Big deal. Big deal. You have an ego problem, too. Just saying.
Speaking of shooting, this Armstrong woman is still on the run.
Mm-hmm.
Deputies are looking for her everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently she's got some family. I can't remember exactly where, but damn it. Was it Arizona? I can't remember.
I think so.
But she's got some family, and they're heavily looking for her in whatever that state is. I know the shooting was in Texas. This is the bicyclist who is a Vermont woman, and I guess there was a little bit of a lovers' quarrel. And Armstrong went to Texas and shot her. So
Yeah.
keep watch of the news over Memorial Day weekend. If Armstrong is found. Sad news out of Local 22, Local 44. Lindsay Benoit, the longtime
Yes.
program director, I think she was, there for like many
long time.
decades.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Died in a car accident. I think it was on 89. That's a big story. That's in the news.
That was
today.
last night or the
I think
night
it was.
before?
I think it was last night. But she's a great lady. Apparently, loved her staff and made that quite well known. Cooking them Thanksgiving dinners and serving it to the staff in the studio for those that worked on Thanksgiving, among many other things. So.
Somebody is telling me that guns don't shoot people, people shoot people. I know this. My point exactly. So why allow those people to have them?
There is so much to be said about this. And I mean, look at, we're just coming off of the supermarket in Buffalo, New York, that shooting.
Mm-hmm.
And now we've got, how many kids now? 19?
19. And they expect the toll to rise. They're still saying that this morning. So I would assume that's because of injuries that they're not sure that can be recovered from.
I just don't know.
But I don't care if it's 1 or 30. It shouldn't be any.
Yeah. I don't know. There's part of me that just can't wrap my head around how. I understand what happened.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, with everything in place today for safety measures and surveillance cameras and this and that, I mean, I can't I can't go steal a wallet out of this car across the street here without getting nabbed on a surveillance camera.
Mm-hmm.
How? And maybe there's folks that know the answer to this because they've been following the story, and admittedly, I have to follow it in very small doses because it hits a nerve with me. I have a 7-year-old little girl, and
right,
frankly,
that you don't want hearing it.
Of course I
and
don't.
worrying about it.
Of course not. But frankly, if I take too much of it in, it gets me all fucked up. It throws me out of gear for the rest of the day. Really does. But the part that I don't know, and maybe it's because
it's how he got into the school.
How did he get into the school?
He shot the security officer and stormed the door.
All right.
And they were hot on his tail.
But if how do you storm a door that's glass and locked without getting
with an AR-15?
You just shot the door open?
I don't know.
I want to know.
Yeah.
This is the kind of thing I want to know. I mean, when I go to Lily School, I can't get in. I got to beep. I got to wait. I got to be patient. If they see me, they recognize me, they'll unlock the door. But if they don't, I would expect that they would be asking me some questions.
And be grateful for that measure?
This guy...
Instead of annoyed by it.
I'm very grateful.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Oh, you got to be kidding
exactly.
me. Exactly.
Some people aren't, though. It pisses them off. They think it's a pain in the ass, and this is crazy. This is Vermont. Yeah, Vermont. We're in Burlington, and there has been gunfire and shootings at least once a week for how long now? You know?
Yeah, Booten has a great point. Guns have always been part of America's society. What has changed? Is it the guns? Is it the guns, or is it something deeper?
Something much, much deeper. And the lack of respect for them.
My dad, when he was 80...
A lack of respect for each other and ourselves.
Yeah. My dad, when he was I think 84 or 85 years old, said to me, I'm so happy that you've got a daughter, a little girl. But buckle up because your little girl has a life in front of her in a world that is incredibly fucked up. Those were the exact words of my dad. And he continued and said, when I raised you, it was in much simpler times. You know.
Yeah.
And that's true on so many different levels. I mean, social media, news, television, everything.
Everything. But
so after this guy shot his grandmother and was in pursuit by the police, when he pulled into the school...
He didn't, though. I think he wrecked his truck before he got there and then ran. Yeah. I don't really...
See,
I don't know. I need to go
How-
through it all today and really, if I can. I may not. I don't know that I can wrap my
I
head
just have
around
to-
any more of it today.
I have to know at some point, it doesn't have to be today, but I have to know how and why he wasn't taken out before he got through, before he penetrated into that school. How was he not? How and why was he not taken out? I mean, if he was in pursuit
yeah.
for a shooting of his grandmother, and they're chasing him, and he pulls into the school parking lot, turn him into Swiss cheese immediately.
And then again,
spray the car.
Again, damned if you do, damned if you don't, because had the police shot him in the back running away without proof that that's what he was headed to do, but you know that is true. You know that is true.
Amy's saying mental health issues and a breakdown of society.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway,
and a huge lack of respect. I really think that we need to have there just needs to be a huge lesson in that for all of us, like respecting ourselves and others. And I just don't think it exists anymore.
Right.
It just doesn't.
Where if you know someone who is seemingly not right, maybe it's a friend, maybe it's a stranger.
Say something. You and I have both done that for people that we know. Just in the last year, you and I both have been met with the decision to step up and help somebody we know. You, somebody
Yep.
totally different than I.
Yep.
But we both have been put in that situation where we knew we had to do something before there was a problem.
And maybe there wasn't going to be a problem, but ensure that
For them to protect them and anyone else.
to prevent the possibility that there could be.
Mm-hmm. And if nothing else, just to be a good friend and to let that person know that they're not alone.
Or not even a friend, just a human being.
Yeah.
Just do the right thing. If you see someone or you witness someone that doesn't seem right, they seem down, they seem troubled, and of course we all know Mental Health Awareness Month, the month of May. We've been talking about it all month. We all know that a lot of times you don't see symptoms like that.
No.
You see someone who's seemingly happy and happy-go-lucky and doing well and has everything going for themselves. And But if you do see someone or you know someone who's a little off, maybe they're going through a rough patch in their life, whatever, just, be a friend. Pick up the phone at the very least. Just call them, check in on them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
There's some scary shit in this world. There's no question about it. Memorial Day weekend is right in front of us.
It is.
It is right in front of us. There will be a little bit of grilling going on at my house. There's also going to be some projects that need to be buttoned up.
Mm-hmm. And any memorializing?
There will be a little bit, but for me, it won't be in the form of going to a cemetery at all. For me, we're all different. It will be some quiet time after Lily has gone to bed, where I can reflect on the past couple of years of my life and some hard losses, very hard losses. So, yes, that's how it will be done by me. When I mean alone, I mean alone. I'll go down and sit by the river down there, and, that's that. There might also, at some point during Memorial Day weekend, be some tequila involved for me. A little bit, not much. I'm not getting naked and throwing myself out in the middle of the road at 2 a.m.
Thank God.
But just a little bit of tequila, quietly, at my house. Not much. Let's talk about, we were talking about mental health. Let's talk about what we talked about yesterday in the car, the Washington County Mental Health Color Fun Run and 5K Walk, which is coming up June 5th.
And now you can still register, but you will not be able to get a T-shirt.
Okay. The cutoff was yesterday.
Yesterday, yes.
So on June 5th, which is a Sunday, up at the Barrytown Rec Fields, out back where the picnic shelter is. Registration will start at 11. The Color Fun Run, will begin at 12 noon. See, for me, I can't see. We have two words here next to each other: fun and run. For me personally,
running is not fun.
there's nothing fun
Even if you're going to get shot up by this colored powder and you come out looking like you've been through the ringer with paintballs, and even if you get to take a little slingshot and chuck a chicken after.
There's okay. There will be fun involved with that, but it won't be a run. It'll be more like a limp.
Right.
You
You don't technically have to run.
No, you can
Heather
walk.
said that, they're very accommodating. You can run, you can walk, you can skip. You could roll if you wanted.
Yeah. For me, it might just end up being a trip and fall and roll. Registration or the run begins at noon. Registration 11. $25. Again, this is a fundraiser for Washington County Mental Health Services with proceeds going to
Sunrise.
the Sunrise. Trying to think of the exact name of it. Enriching Gardens, Life and Employment Skills, Learning Adventures, and Experiences over at Sunrise, which is in Montpelier. We're going there.
We're going there next week.
We're going to broadcast live.
Mm-hmm. The 31st, I believe.
Yep.
Have to
But
check to be sure, but I'm pretty sure it's the 31st.
they're giving away insulated totes, beach towels, shaker bottles, and all participants raising over $100 are going to get 5 raffle tickets for a Fitbit. There's a 1 mile track option for those that are not interested in the 5K.
Mm-hmm.
I think you should push
There you go.
I think you should push me in a wheelbarrow.
We know that I can't push a wheelbarrow
That's why I said that.
because I'll fall right into it. I have no toes
And you can buy
on the right side.
You can buy a chick to chuck.
Or you can buy 5 chicks to chuck.
Rubber chickens. Whoever throws them the farthest
Wins.
wins.
Go
But
to the Facebook page, the website to check out all the information.
Mm-hmm.
And you can also find it right here on Air It Out.
Yep. Right on the Air It Out page. We're going to be going to Jenna's Promise coffee roasting.
We are
Jenna's
coming.
roasting?
That's coming up right around the corner as well.
Yep. Johnson, Vermont.
Mm-hmm.
Can't wait to do that.
Me either.
It's going to be great.
Mm-hmm.
Summer vibes with the Central Vermont Chamber of Commerce. They have this kayak raffle. This kayak's from R&L Archery.
Just so you all know that JD is reading as quickly as possible to make sure that he's got this right and that the date on this is still valid. I can see his little eyes going a mile a minute like, oh, shit, did they already do that raffle? I saw.
No, I know
Yeah.
that it's June 1st.
Your eyes were going like this.
Well, they were, but I know
Yeah,
that the
'cause
drawing is
you're
June
like,
1st.
Oh, God.
Did you know that there
I'm
were,
just saying.
Did you know that there were only 150 raffle tickets sold for this kayak?
I
No.
knew. Listen,
you didn't.
yes, I did, because I communicate with Kevin Eschelbach. But let me just tell you about that. So, how long ago?
What's the value of the kayak?
How long ago
the
did
value?
you learn that there was only 150 tickets sold? How do you know that more haven't been sold since Kevin talked to you and told you that information a week and a half ago?
Whatever.
Huh?
It's $1,000 kayak.
Kayak
Raylene.
from R&L Archery. Get a ticket.
June 1st.
It's
What
a
is that?
very nice
Is
one.
that next Wednesday, I think? Something like that?
Yes,
Something like
actually,
that.
yes, it is
Yeah.
Wednesday.
And let's see. And then June, 3rd, is the Central Vermont Career Job Fair,
Yes, up at the auditorium.
Barre
correct.
Auditorium.
Yes.
which I think is a Friday, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
And I think it's supposed to be 92 degrees outside that day.
It is.
And I think anyone who gets dressed up will probably not be wearing a tie. By the way, Chris Powers is going to be coming in.
I know. I can't wait because I'll be here. He was supposed to come when I was in Florida, but he had car troubles.
Yes.
And couldn't make it.
June 3rd.
It was in the stars that I would get to be here.
Yes, it was.
Are we going to Gusto's to enjoy a beer and listen to him?
I hope we do. He's going to do a show that night, I think 6 o'clock at Gusto's, but we'll have him on the podcast later in the afternoon, a couple hours before that show.
Yeah.
Wet your whistle on it.
That'll be our first live performance of the summer.
Yes.
We have not had anybody in here live since Dave Keller came and did our
Yes, that's right.
open house,
Yeah.
I believe.
That's right.
I'm pretty excited.
And Raylene, because your head's in your ass, you forgot about the Cornhole Tournament presented by 802 Cornhole this weekend
For
at
the
Thunder
race
Road.
to read?
Yeah. Totally forgot about it, didn't you?
No.
Yeah, you did.
I've been posting it.
Well, you forgot about it this morning because I just mentioned it.
Okay. They have more exciting news coming out, Race to Read does. And hopefully we're going to be able to share that with everybody this afternoon.
Oh, so you know something that I don't. There's a first.
Imagine. Oh, my God.
Listen, if you need more info on this, vtcornhole802@gmail.com.
You are a cornhole.
You can register your team. And anyway, I have always, again, Saturday, May 28th, under the infield lights
You've
at
always what?
Thunder Road. I have always had a little bit of a private inner snicker, if you will, when I say or I hear someone say cornhole. It's just, there's something wrong with the word. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe it's the word hole. I don't know. Shut your cornhole. I don't know.
No, when you say that, it's called shut your pie hole.
I know. I don't know. I had
don't-
Mexican last night. My cornhole's killing me.
I
I don't know.
I don't know.
What is it about that word?
I
Who came
really
up-
don't know. Maybe you should look it up and find out where it came from.
Who came up with that? Who came up with that word, cornhole? It's so wrong on so many different levels. But anyway, cash prizes. Bring your own beverages, by the way. No glass containers. Tournament's going to be under the lights at Thunder Road. Registration starts at 4:30. Bags start to fly at 5:30. See, there we go. Cornhole and bags. Bring your bags.
Okay.
Boy, you got some huge bags.
Or JD doesn't have any bags at all.
I'm going to stick them in my cornhole.
Oh, God. Oh, Michael, help me. Have a good day, everybody.
I just tripped on my bag, slipped, and fell right into my cornhole.
Give it up.
3:30 this afternoon. Michael Deering,
Big announcement.
City Hall Park. 3:30. Be there or be square.
7 o'clock.
Oh!
Paramount Theater.
Yes, 7 o'clock tonight. Oh, I'll be there before that. 6 o'clock.
Free popcorn.
Free
Top
popcorn.
Gun.
Top Gun Maverick. You gotta put the
How
word.
could you miss it?
Gotta put the word Maverick in there, Raylene. Don't forget.
Okay, Tom.
Thank you for calling me Tom. I look just like